Man, I'm at my horse barn right now, and for the last 2 days, I've been just kind of cleaning up. Got the tractor out, and I'm weed eating and everything, just fixing on some stuff. And so that's why I look like this. That's why I'm dressed like this. But man, while I was weed eating a little bit earlier, man, the Lord began to show me something about second chances in life. And man, when He showed me this, man, I just began to become so thankful, so grateful, man. I started to weep, man, while I'm weed eating. Like at that moment, man, I'm crying tears and everything because I'm just overwhelmed about how good God is and so thankful about this thing called second chances. And so about a year ago, my grandfather, he was hospitalized. My grandfather, he'll be 75, I believe, next week. And man, anybody who knows me, you know I love my pawpaw. There's nothing I wouldn't do for him. He means the world to me. So he was hospitalized about a year ago. And I remember, man, I was riding in my car. My cousin called me and she told me exactly what was going on with him. You know, what the doctors had said, what'll need to be done. And man, that conversation was short. You know, really didn't have a lot to say to her. You know, I heard her, listened to her and everything. I hung up. And man, right then and there I was driving, and man, I just began to cry so much because that's my pawpaw. You know, I love him. Like I said, there's nothing I wouldn't do for him. And so that same day, it's funny how all this happened. That same day I had took off, and man, just to relax and, you know, just try to get some other things on my mind. I'm doing the same thing that I'm doing today, on the tractor, cutting grass and everything, just trying to forget some stuff and all that, you know. And so, man, I had an issue with the tractor. And so usually when I have an issue, man, I just simply call my pawpaw. Anything like that, tractors, trucks, or whatever, man, he knows what he's talking about. I just simply call him. And man, what really hurt me on that day and had me so angry, so frustrated, I mean, I was just mad, you know, is that for the first time, at that time, I was 27. So for the first time in 27 years, I wasn't able to call my pawpaw. And man, that hurt me so bad. I'm sitting on this tractor. I'm thinking about him. I don't know what's the next step. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get out this hospital or not. And so it's just a lot going on. You know, I really don't care that I can't fix the issue. It's just the fact that I can't call him because he's hospitalized. I'm not used to that. You know, I'm used to calling him saying, hey doc, this is what's going on. And man, you know, he's gonna fix the issue right then and there. If he can't fix it right then and there, when he get off of work that evening, he gonna fix it then. Fast forward, we're talking about, you know, months later, fast forward to yesterday, I'm doing the same thing. I'm cutting grass, I'm weed eating and all that. And man, I have an issue with the same tractor. But this time, man, my grandpa, he had got off of work, he was here, and he started to fix that issue immediately right after I told him what was going on. And so today, while I'm weed eating, man, the Lord began to show me that. Well, man, he has received a second chance at life. I received a second chance with my grandfather, where we're talking about almost a year ago, where it looked like he wouldn't get out the hospital. It was looking bad, and man, I'm crying because I don't know what's gonna happen. Is he gonna make it out? Is he gonna be able to walk out or anything like that? And man, my grandfather walked out that hospital. He's working, he's doing, you know, man, he's doing great, man. Man, and I just began to become so thankful for that second chance with my grandfather. And so after that, man, I just began to think about all the second chances that I received in my personal life. Some of the second chances that my friends and my family members have experienced. You know, many of you may know, because my dad, he shares this often about his suicide testimony, where over 20 years ago, he was getting ready to take his own life, gun up to his head and everything, ready to pull the trigger. But he didn't do it. This morning, I'm sitting on the phone, talking to him, asking him certain things. Man, that's a second chance that he was given, a second chance that I was given with my dad. You know, maybe you were in a relationship, you know, and things were just horrible, and you didn't know how you would make it, and you didn't know what you would do without that person, although it was horrible. You trying to stick it out, and and all those things. But you here today. You single, but you still standing. That's a second chance that you receive. Maybe you're in a relationship and things were horrible, things were bad. Your marriage was, on the rocks and all that. But y'all still together on today. Your marriage has been restored. That relationship has been restored on today. That's a second chance that you got. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe you lost a family member. Maybe you lost some other things and all that, but you didn't lose your mind. You still have your sanity. That's a second chance that you receive. It's so many different things that come across my mind when we're talking about second chances. I know plenty of people, who've been in prison, who've been in jail, committed certain crimes and all that. And at one point, if you would think back years ago, you were sitting in a prison cell at this very moment. You were sitting in a jail cell at this very moment. You were facing trial at this very moment. At that very moment. But right now, you're watching me. You're a free man. You're a free woman on today. That's a second chance that you receive. Maybe it's some things that you did that you never got caught by, and it don't even have to be a crime or anything, but there's some things that you did that you should have received a punishment for, or things could have turned out a totally different way, but it didn't turn out that way. That's a second chance that you receive. And so what I'm trying to get you to see is, man, the second chances that God gives us. And just being real, some of us, we know our second chance was years and years ago. Right now we on our 100th chance, but God, he never threw us away. He never gave up on us. Keep giving us a chance after chance after chance. Man, it's diseases that people could have caught, but you didn't catch it. Man, there's some things that you did and you didn't get caught with that. Some crimes you committed and you didn't get caught with that. It's so many different things, but we have been given a second chance. And that's all I'm trying to get you to see on today. Man, when I received or when I noticed what God was trying to show me, man, I became so thankful. Yesterday, somebody asked me, how was my day on a scale of 1 to 10? I told them an 8. And man, if I really would have saw what has happened, what God has done, because there's some things that God has done, we don't even realize it. We just living day by day because, we don't even think about certain things, or we just take things for granted. But if somebody would have asked me that, and I would have thought about this situation with my grandfather, a 10 wouldn't have been high enough. On a scale of 1 to 10, that wouldn't have been enough for how thankful I am right now at this very moment. And so, man, I want you to think about some things that you're dealing with, some things that you have been through, and you say, man, that was a second chance. And you got a reason to at least say these 3 words, and that's thank you, God. Thanking him for a second chance. Man, it's Caleb Perry. I love you. Have a great day.